Hello and welcome to George Daniel Field. We're here tonight for commencement ceremonies for Admiral King High School, and they'll start in just a couple minutes. But first I'd like to introduce you to our superintendent, Thomas Bolin. Good evening.
Hi Wendy, how are you?
Did we luck out or what, another night?
Oh, it was beautiful yesterday and it's beautiful tonight. In fact, it's even cool.
It's really
comfortable
nice.
Temperature, a great night for Admiral King.
Absolutely. You know, every time I see these kids sit down, I think about their future. And I want to ask you kind of a strange question. If you had to look into your crystal ball, what would you say is in the future for Lorain City Schools?
Well, I think eventually we're going to get the money we need to have a good sound base here. And with some help from our friends in Washington, we'll make things better. We received, as you know, notice this week that we've been the recipient of a magnet grant from the federal government, which will enable us to significantly improve curriculum and infuse the school district with a lot of technology, more computers for kids, and really make some improvements in the learning for the kids. If we can just be open, that'll bring all that together.
That's
you know, a thing that's in the future for one of our very lucky, not really lucky, fortunate really, young ladies. Admiral King High School is lucky to be the home of the only National Merit Scholar for Lorain City Schools this year, Stacy Marino, who everyone will see tonight as we go through tonight's graduation exercises. Very bright young lady, and this is not an honor award that's just given because she's nice people. She's earned this one, and so everybody's proud and should be of Stacy.
Great, that makes all of us feel really good. Thank you.
Okay.
Let's go now to commencement exercises for Admiral King.
All right, at this time, I'd like to call upon Reverend James Butler, the interim pastor of the First Presbyterian Church, for our invocation. Let us pray. O Lord, your love blesses and unites us in this place and time. We come together tonight with joyful hearts, filled with thanks for these young persons who have completed a very significant chapter in their lives and are now ready to begin yet another. We thank you, good and generous God, that you have made yourself known and have called us to join you in the continual creation of a world where wolf and lamb shall dwell together and justice will roll down like mighty waters. Almighty and everlasting Father, you have made us for yourself, and our hearts are restless until they rest in you. Let your blessing rest upon our common life together. Help us to be disciplined and earnest. May our homes be holy, our work honorable, and our pleasures fun and pure. And this evening we give you thanks for life and health, strong bodies and alert minds. We thank you for food in our homes, warm beds and clean water, and we ask that you would stir in us the desire to see that all the people of the world have these most basic human needs. And grant, O God, to these young people lives which will be filled with challenge and joy and hope. May they be instruments of your peace. God of mercy, you have promised to hear us. Accept and fulfill our prayers and aspirations, not as we ask in our ignorance, nor as we deserve in our sinfulness, but as you know us and love us, and may your name ever be praised. Amen. I'd now like to call upon our seniors to lead us in the Admiral King alma mater.
To our colors, gold and blue, hail to alma mater true. Throughout the years we shall stand by, with pride we'll keep our standards high. The values we establish here will make our memories ever dear. O Admiral King, so strong and bold, our endless love can never be told. The light that you created here will be a beacon through each year, and bring us always home to sing the glory of our Admiral King.
Okay, class, please be seated. At this time, I'd like to take care of a couple housekeeping duties. The first is We're asking the audience to please stay off the field and off the track. This is for your own safety as well as the protection of this area grounds here as well as the track. Okay, at the conclusion of the ceremony, we're asking that you meet your students here who will be our graduates and the Admiral King alumni at the southeast gate, down by that little building down there with the brick, and they will be exiting there. I, at this time, would like to introduce to you those guests that are seated behind me. When I call your name, will you please stand, and I'm asking for the audience to please withhold your applause until all are standing. Wendy Langendorfer, Public Information Director. Dr. Duchesne, Executive Director of Curricular and Instruction. Mrs. Dorothy Anderson, Member of the Lorain Board of Education. Dr. Jim Buford, Executive Director of Pupil Personnel. Joan Brumback, Treasurer. Doug Beckler, Business Manager. Dr. Irma Hansen, Director of Desegregation. Mr. Ron Ruskin, Member of the Lorain Board of Education. Mr. Ken Kramer, President of the Lorain Board of Education. Superintendent Tom Boland, Superintendent of Lorain City Schools. Reverend James Butler, Interim Pastor of the First Presbyterian Church. Mr. Jack Kirshner, Member, Lorain Board of Education. Mr. Ed Siniger, Vice President of the Lorain Board of Education. And Mr. Nick Hutlock, Director of Personnel. Thank you. It is a pleasure to welcome all of you here this evening for the Admiral King High School commencement ceremonies of 1991. In particular, I'd like to further welcome the parents, relatives, and friends of those who are to receive their diplomas tonight. You can be proud of their success on this great occasion. The focus of our high school has been to create an enthusiasm for scholarship, to stimulate a desire to render service, to promote worthy leadership, and to encourage the development of character in all of the students. This occasion honors those students who have enthusiastically and intensively completed their formal education. This graduation ceremony gives recognition to those young men and women seated before us, as they will be remembered as one of the finest classes to have received their education at Admiral King. They have been characterized as being dedicated, cooperative, and hardworking by many professional and support staff members at the school. These traits, they will find, will be the necessary fiber and strength that is required throughout all of life as they commence upon new challenges that will now lie before them. I am sure you, as well as I, wish them luck as they meet these tasks. Service plaque and honor graduates. Of all the honors this school can award to its members, none is considered more important than the recognition of being named to either the service plaque or being recognized as an honor graduate. It is a tradition to have the principal read the lists of those seniors in the top 5% of their class in each category at commencement. There are numerous opportunities for young people to contribute to the operation of this school during their 4-year high school career. They may earn service points by participation in music, athletics, dramatics, clubs, publications, student council, teachers of office aiding, ushering, concession stand working, etc. Those graduating seniors, who of all members of their class have made the greatest contribution to the school, will now be listed in numerical order ascending to the person who has the most service points. The students will stand as their names are read. I will ask the audience to withhold applause until all Service Plaque Award winners are standing. The Service Award winners are Eric Zimmerman, Aaron Lopez, Carl Raponi, Michelle Mihaylo, Melissa Lopez, Kimberly Kinney, Mark Freeman, Jamie Melendez, Manuel Santana, Thomas Kramer, Denise Matos, Catherine Bartik, Jenaya Hazel, Julie Brown, and number 1, Pamela Sanner. Please be seated. And now to the honor graduates, those scholars who have maintained the highest academic excellence during these 4 years. This is what education is all about. To have reached this high level of achievement, these seniors have made many sacrifices and have exerted much self-discipline. And we congratulate them for their willingness to give so much of themselves. Sharing in this honor certainly are the families of these young people, for they have provided the proper environment within the home so that their children could concentrate on school work. Doubtless mothers and fathers have made some sacrifices of their own as they encourage their sons and daughters to do their very best. We are proud of those pupils whose names have just been read as the ones to be engraved on the service plaque, but we are doubly proud of these outstanding scholars whose names will go on the twin plaque to be displayed in the halls of Admiral King forever. The names of the honor graduates will also be given in numerical order, ascending to the student who ranks number 1 in this year's class. Will you please again withhold your applause until all students are standing? The honor graduates are Jenaya Hazel, Teresa Petkovsik, Yolanda Lusain, Holly Narrow, Susan Keating, Manuel DeJesus, John Hazlett, Sandra Slasovich, Lori Ryan, Michelle Mihaylo, Victor Hare, Stacy Marino, Beth Principe, Jonathan Gensen, and number 1 in her class, Susan Lee. Please be seated. A question that is often asked is, how well do students do who attend college in terms of receiving scholarships? This question will now be addressed. The scholarship list will include those scholarships already granted and not those that are still forthcoming. Congratulations to the recipients, and please stand as your names are read. Will you again please withhold your applause until all students are standing? The scholarship recipients are in alphabetical order. Renee Baca, Lorain County Community College Presidential Scholarship, $2,130. Ohio State University Scarlet and Grace Scholarship, $300. Catherine Bartek, Ohio State University Scarlet and Grace Scholarship, $300. Deborah Boone, First Catholic Slovak Ladies Association, $750. Julie Brown, Lorain Foundation Scholarship, $800. Elizabethtown College Academic Scholarship, $2,000. Kimberly Brown, Lorain County Community College Trustee Scholarship, $3,195. Christopher Burridge, Case Western Reserve Minority Scholarship, $4,200. Case Western Reserve University Financial Aid Package, $10,373. Holly Burtz, Negro Business and Professional Women's Club Scholarship, $250. Scott Castile, Lorain County Community College Minority Incentive Award, $3,456. Christine Cole, Ohio State Minority Academic Scholarship, $2,281. Citizen Scholarship Foundation of America, $2,500. Maria Cuevas, Lorain County Community College Presidential Scholarship and the Lorain County Community Minority Incentive Award, $3,456. Manuel DeJesus, Ohio State University Minority Scholarship, $2,281. Beth Principe, Ohio State University Scarlet and Grace Scholarship, $300. Salandra Fleming, Illyria Ministerial Alliance, $250. Negro Business and Professional Women, $250. Alpha Kappa Alpha Scholarship Fund, $850. Dr. Alfred J. Lozer Scholarship, $500. Ohio State University Freshman Foundation Award, $2,100. Gary Garza, Lorain County Community College Minority Incentive Award, $3,456. Jonathan Gensen. Dr. Alfred J. Lozer Scholarship, $500. Northwestern University grant, $11,000. Victor Hare, United States Naval Academy appointment, valued at $120,000. John Hazlett, Lorain County Community College Presidential Scholarship, $2,130. Letitia Henderson, Central State University Financial Aid Package, $6,000. Dusendown Scholarship, $700. Jenaya Hazel, National Competitive Honors Communication Scholarship, $9,949. Christy Honenberger, Malone College Presidential Scholarship, $2,500. Athletic Scholarship for Volleyball, $1,500. Financial Aid Package for Malone College, $1,500. Susan Keating, Ohio State University Scarlet and Gray Scholarship, $300. Eric Koski, 4-year athletic scholarship in football, valued at $35,000. Thomas Kramer, Ohio State District Key Club Leadership Scholarship, $1,000. Lorain Foundation Scholarship, $800. Susan Lee, Dr. Alfred J. Lozer Scholarship, $500. Northwestern Financial Aid Package, $14,000. Yolanda Lee, Lorain County Community College Minority Incentive Award, $3,456. Alpha Kappa Alpha, $350. Melissa Lopez, University of Kansas Student Assistance Award and the University of Kansas Music Scholarship for $9,500. Lorain Foundation Scholarship, $800. Michelle Lugar, University of Akron Financial Aid Package, $3,048. Tanika Lumpkin, Lorain County Community College Minority Incentive Award, $3,456. Yolanda Lusain, Dr. Alfred J. Lozer Scholarship, $500. Lorain Foundation Scholarship, $800. Lorain Youth Center Scholarship, $1,000. Lorain Negro Business and Professional Women's Scholarship, $500. Anthony V. Thomas Foundation Scholarship, $500. Howard University Financial Aid Package, $5,025. Michelle Mihaylo, Lorain Foundation Scholarship, $800. Dr. Alfred J. Lozer Scholarship, $500. Stacy Marino, American Values Scholarship, $3,000. Dr. Alfred J. Lozer Scholarship, $500. National Merit Scholarship, $2,000. Ohio Board of Regents Scholarship, $1,000. John Carroll Presidential Scholarship, $2,000. John Carroll Financial Aid Package, $3,000. Denise Matos, Baldwin Wallace Financial Aid Package, $9,315. Vance McCall, Lorain County Community College Minority Incentive Award, $3,456. Letitia Malero, Baldwin Wallace Financial Aid Package, $13,145. Michael Morris, Lorain County Community College Presidential Scholarship, $2,130. O'Brien O'Neill, 4-year University of Indianapolis Athletic Scholarship in football, valued at $32,000. Alumni Scholarship, $3,000. Christina Ortiz, Lorain County Community College Incentive Award, $3,456. Teresa Pitkovsik, Dr. Alfred J. Lozer Scholarship, $500. First Catholic Slovak Ladies Association, $750. University of Dayton grant, $1,500. April Polak, Baldwin Wallace Trustees Honor Scholarship, $2,000. Baldwin Wallace Minority Scholarship, $1,000. Dr. Alfred J. Lozer Scholarship, $500. Baldwin Wallace Financial Aid Package, $10,970. Michael Pugh, Dr. Alfred J. Lozer Scholarship, $500. Baldwin Wallace Financial Aid Package, $12,750. Dusendown Scholarship, $700. Devonia Rico, Lorain County Community College Minority Incentive Award, $3,456. Yesenia Rivera, Bowling Green Financial Aid Package, $6,981. Cavilia Rosario, University of Cincinnati Academic Minority Scholarship, $3,900. Lori Ryan, Baldwin Wallace Trustee Scholarship, $2,000. Baldwin Wallace Scholars Award, $1,000. Dr. Alfred J. Lozer Scholarship, $500. Sandra Slasovich, Dr. Alfred J. Lozer Scholarship, $500. Manuel Santana, Cleveland State University 4-year U.S. Army ROTC Scholarship valued at $32,000. Amisha Spingston, Notre Dame College Athletic Scholarship valued at $5,600. Jenna Sturgill, Ohio State School of Cosmetology Scholarship, $600. Edward Torres, University of Findlay Financial Aid Package, $2,950. Dusendown Scholarship, $700. Lisa Whitaker, Lorain County Community College President Scholarship, $2,130. Erika Williams, Alpha Kappa Alpha Scholarship, $372. Now standing before you, we have a total value of scholarships by this group, which totals $454,976. My congratulations. Okay, please be seated. And now I'd like to call upon the Superintendent of the Lorain City Schools to introduce our class speaker, Superintendent Tom Bullen.
Thank you, Dr. Coleman. It's been a couple of years, but I remember being seated at my high school graduation just as you are tonight. You wonder what the future, more than a couple of years. You wonder what the future holds for you. You and your parents wonder what good things are ahead of you. And you probably all wonder how long I'm going to speak. Well, I plan to make it brief. As I look at the stands, I see all the parents and family members beaming with pride and sighing with relief that you've made it through 13 years of formal education. But there's an even greater education awaiting you as you leave Admiral King High School tonight. Let me share with you just a few of the things I've learned over the years. One, the game of life is played from the neck up. The rest of your life depends on using your head, learning to think clearly about the situations you will be facing. It's important to be healthy, to be neat and clean, and to do your best. But success comes when you think outside the circle and find new solutions to improve your life. The teachers and other staff at Lorain City Schools have done their best to give you the tools you will need in the years ahead. 2, some things come to those who wait, but only those things left by those who hustle. Guess what? Some of the old sayings like the early bird gets the worm are true. You are in charge of your own life. You need to take action to determine what your life will be. You can sit back and wait for others to make your decisions, but then you'll be living their life, not yours. 3rd, remember the TANFL method. That's TANFL. There are no free lunches. Everything has a price. If you thought differently, you were mistaken. Ladies and gentlemen, you do get out of things what you put in. Sometimes it doesn't seem that way, but it's true. Sometimes what you put into a situation is only an attitude, but that attitude makes or breaks a job, a life, or your happiness. 4th, part of your success is a credit to you, and part is having selected your parents well. Unless we're born with some physical or mental challenges, most of us start out with similar potentials. As educators, we can now predict the chances for a child's success even when a baby is only a month or so old. Parents really mold what a child will accomplish. Parents who are affectionate, who provide a secure environment, and who encourage children to be curious tend to have children who are a success in life. Those qualities help children take off on their own as they get older. I applaud the many parents here who help their children get a good start. I also congratulate the students for putting the necessary effort into achieving. And finally, you only live once, but if you live right, once is enough. We're here on this earth to learn a few things, but we're also here to enjoy. Whatever happens to you, remember that you have the ability to get through it and be successful. The world is full of wonderful things for you to sample. Your limits are those you set for yourself. I celebrate with all of you tonight. You are products of Lorain City Schools, and I'm proud of your success. Thank you and congratulations. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to introduce to you Miss Jenaya Hazel. Jenaya is the daughter of Miss Pamela Kidd and Mr. Larry Jones. Jenaya is an honors student, currently ranked 15th in the class. She's a member of the National Honor Society, Student Council, the Chamber Singers, and has earned 4 academic letters. Jenaya is captain of the cheerleaders for both varsity football and basketball. Jenaya will attend Howard University majoring in journalism. She will be part of the Annenberg Honors Program in Communications and has received the National Competitive Scholarship from Howard University. Jenaya has been selected to speak by the National Honor Society, and her topic is Making Miracles. Won't you help me welcome Jenaya Hazel?
When I think of all the negativity there is in today's society, especially as it applies to young adults and teenagers, I feel like being here today and graduating from high school is a miracle. And some people might question my sanity and say that graduating from high school is not a miracle. It's just something that you must do. Because something like childbirth is a miracle, or the fact that life even exists is a miracle. But what they wouldn't understand is that maybe just to one young woman in this audience, earning a B in algebra when she's been labeled deficient in math is a miracle. Or to one young man in this audience, maybe learning that he can hold his head high without putting his nose in the air is a miracle. You see, if we've been given the brain power to think, to reason, and to design and fabricate concepts and ideas that our parents only read about in science fiction books, then any personal achievement, any goal that we set and go after is a miraculous event. God gave us all a baking pan, I like to call it, and we call it a mind. And our parents gave us the cooking tools, which are basic morals and values and pride. And our teachers gave us the ingredients to making a miracle, which are study skills, knowledge, organizational skills, knowledge, decision-making skills, and a little more knowledge. And it all began when we were freshmen. You see, we put all the ingredients into the pan and stirred it up with the cooking tools that we were given, and then we put it in the oven to bake for 4 long years. And some of our peers were a little overconfident, and they decided to take their miracles out of the oven too soon. Others got discouraged along the way and never turned the oven quite up high enough. But we, the graduating class of 1991, are the real miracle makers. And we know this because today we'll be receiving a piece of paper that says, "Congratulations, you've baked a perfect miracle." And we know that we still have a long way to go, but nothing's impossible. So to my fellow graduates and to you, the audience, I say, if you conceive it and if you believe it, then you can achieve it. We are in fact the future, but we're also the result of the past, and we're definitely the present. So learn about from where you've come. Learn everything you can about your past, and also discover where you are. Doing so will take you straight to where you're going. Experience everything life has to offer. But whatever you do, never stop making miracles. Thank you.
And now it's my pleasure to introduce Miss Beth Principe. Beth is the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Angelo Principe. And Beth's honors include ranking number 3 in the class, being an award winner at Admiral King's Scholastic Banquet for 4 years, and consistently being on the honor roll. Beth has been active in varsity tennis for 4 years, has been involved with student council for 2 years, and is sports editor for the yearbook. She has also been a tutor for several years. Beth will be attending Ohio State University and will major in pre-medicine. She has received a Scarlet and Gray Scholarship. Beth has been chosen to speak by the Admiral King faculty. Her topic is Responsibility is the Price of Greatness. Won't you help me welcome Beth Principe.
Here we sit, the class of 1991, not only as graduating seniors, but also as adults. How many of us are mature adults? A measure of our maturity is our ability to accept responsibility. Responsibility for our actions, our mistakes, and our future. We put the blame on our friends, our parents, the system, the environment. Until now, we really haven't had to take responsibility for ourselves or our actions. Our parents, teachers, and friends have been there for us to lean on, to help handle our burdens. Well, now we're adults. Whatever we do is up to us alone. Making our own decisions and learning to make the right ones is our next step. From this point on, no one is going to take on our responsibility. If positive things are going to happen, it is up to us to make them happen. Every one of us has our own place in life. Our destiny is that for which we set for ourselves. We must learn from our mistakes and grow. To grow and learn, we must realize that the consequences of our behavior are our own creation. We have the ability to change those wrongs into rights, to follow the right path into our future. We will be exposed in the future with many choices. Whether our goals are to further our education, to enter into the working world, or to go on to the armed forces, we must do it on our own. The opportunities are there for all of us. We are all capable of doing anything that we set our minds to and are willing to work for. The greatest gift that will be given to us is experience. As Franklin P. Jones once said, experience is a wonderful thing. It enables you to recognize a mistake every time you repeat it. Experience gives us the chance not to repeat our past failures. Throughout this evening, all of us will be congratulated for a job well done. This congratulations is well deserved, for we've all worked hard through these years and have accomplished many things. We now have to prove that we are mature adults, responsible enough to set our own path in life. Success will enable us to achieve further success. Responsibility will make our path into the future smoother. As was so eloquently stated by Winston Churchill, I believe that every right implies a responsibility. Every opportunity, an obligation. Every possession, a duty. I believe that responsibility is the price of greatness.
And now it's my pleasure to introduce Michelle Mihaylo. Michelle is the daughter of Mrs. Diana Mihaylo. Michelle is an honor student, currently ranked 6th in her class. She is a member of the National Honor Society and has earned 4 academic letters. Michelle is co-captain of the cheerleaders for both varsity football and basketball, and she is the homecoming queen for 1990-91. Michelle is a member of the senior committee for the class of 1991. Michelle will attend Miami University, majoring in fashion merchandising. She has received the Lozier Scholarship, the Lorain Foundation Scholarship, and a financial aid package from Miami University. Michelle is the class chairperson. Her topic is Up Until Now.
Good evening. We, the class of 1991, would like to welcome you all here today as we embark upon the next phase of our lives. We are very glad that you have all come to congratulate us and take that final walk down the field. Now, let me invite you to take a longer walk with us. I invite you to share in our thoughts and our memories up until now. The year is 1972, maybe 73, and you've just brought home a bouncy baby. You can't wait to show him or her to everyone. For the next couple of months, in between fits of colic and anger, you sit alone with your baby. Let me reinstate that phrase, your baby. You tell the small infant about everything you have planned for him. At this point, all the baby knows is that he's definitely going to college. He'll have only the best of everything. He'll be very social and athletic, and he really wishes you'd feed him. You talk for hours with your bundle of joy. Your own hopes and aspirations have suddenly become those of your child. Everything you never had will be his. Everything you did wrong, he'll do right. You look into your child's eyes and tell him that his whole life has just begun. You vow to save every lock of hair that will ever be cut and every article of clothing that will ever be worn. Well, maybe not the clothing. You calculate a major rummage sale in a couple of years. Now the foundation has been set, and you start setting some basic ground rules as the child grows. First, you tell him that pushing isn't nice and to have good table manners. Yet, it seems that you may have forgotten to tell him what the holes in his nose were for as you sit in the emergency room waiting to have an eraser dislodged. You go on, and all the child does is look at you dumbfoundedly and says, "Yeah, right." An overview of the elementary years shows you buttoning our coats, tying our shoes, telling us to say our prayers at night, and letting us know that if we swallow that gum, it'll stay in our bellies for 7 years. By the time 6th grade rolls around, we've gone through piano lessons, tap dancing, football, baseball, soccer, swim team, patrol guarding, and everything else that resulted in an attic full of equipment and a bill totaling more than your wedding. Suddenly you find yourself looking through old photos and wondering where the time's gone. Junior high is right around the corner, and you wonder if either of us will ever make it. 7th and 8th grade were characterized by new fears, lack of self-esteem, a question of our identity, and tons of homework. Now we were running to the library to do research, since none of us ever plagiarized, and staying after for detentions just because we were in the wrong place at the wrong time. Peer pressures were evident now, and by this time we knew all there was to know about life. We were in the latest fashions, had the opposite sex after us, and life was all ours. And then one day our world changed. We woke up to the same face and the same personality, but we found ourselves at a totally different place. The building was colossal. Kids were driving their own cars here, and we realized that we just weren't in Kansas anymore. Our eyes were suddenly open to the biggest tragedy of our lives. 4 years of high school, minimum, was ahead. Just when we thought we were the top man on the totem pole, we were being pushed down the hall by some huge football player and thrown into classes we had no idea even existed. Not only were we told that we'd get pummeled if we went to the bathroom, we were supposed to check out the 4th floor and not forget our bathing suits for gym class. This was going to be the longest 4 years of our lives. We'd never escape. They had us right where they wanted us. Our 4 years seemed to turn into 4 months overnight. As quickly as the time's gone for you, it's gone for us. Soon we found ourselves becoming a little braver, though, and now we've actually made it to the end. Looking back on those 4 years, we can remember victorious football and basketball games, skiing injuries that our mothers cried over for days, choir performances that gave the audience chills, trips with the faculty that kept us laughing for days, and all the other experiences we've had. We realized that these are the days to remember. Our yearbooks and snapshots can only share so many feelings. We have to examine what's inside to find out what really matters. We've all been there for each other at least one time or another over these past 17 or 18 years, and we sincerely hope to meet again somewhere. All the true friendships will last, and the small acquaintances will subside. The tears that flow today are for everything that we've succeeded in doing. For some, they may also be for the things that we missed out on. Other tears will be shed around September sometime when we realize that we have no clean clothes, no munchies in the refrigerator, and that some terrible place, like the telephone company, is actually making us pay money to use the phone. I don't know how they expect us to live like this. Someone should really write a book, well, maybe just cliff notes, on what we do know. For the most part, we've got a good amount already covered, though. We know that we're going to have to work harder than ever now. We know that we can do whatever we put our minds to, and that in order to make ourselves successful, we've got to put any iota of intelligence that we might have to work. I'd say we've got the preface pretty much covered. So now we sit. We're all waiting to get that piece of paper in hand and start what you've always called it, whole life. Many of us will soon be packing our bags for college, and our diploma will probably go with us. All our awards, certificates, and achievements up until now are somewhat obsolete. We want the bigger and the better trophies now. I think we're all in agreement that a 6-figure starting salary would be a pretty good place to start the quest. Through the years, we've come to understand that this whole charade called school has actually been beneficial. Up until now, we've been practicing for our future, and the real test comes after we leave here today. Don't worry, though. We'll be back. Parents, keep the light on for us, and don't make our beds. The best words of wisdom once came to me through a poem. It goes as such. If you think you are beaten, you are. If you think you dare not, you don't. If you'd like to win, but you think you can't, it's almost a cinch you won't. If you think you'll lose, you're lost. For out in the world we find, success begins with a fellow's will. It's all in the state of mind. If you think you're outclassed, you are. You've got to think high to rise. You've got to be sure of yourself before you can ever win a prize. Life's battle doesn't always go to the swifter or faster man, but sooner or later, the man who wins is the man who thinks he can. Ladies and gentlemen, standing here before you, I now proudly present to you the Admiral King graduating class of 1991.
Okay, at this time, I'd like to call upon Mr. Ed Siniger, Vice President of the Lorain Board of Education.
Thank you, Dr. Coleman. On behalf of the Lorain City School Board, I would like to express to you, the members of the Admiral King graduating class of 1991, our most sincere congratulations. You have successfully completed the course of study mandated by the State Department of Education of the great state of Ohio, as presented by the Lorain City Schools. Sitting in the stands, as Mr. Bolden said a moment ago, are many proud parents, many proud grandparents, brothers and sisters, aunts and uncles, nephews and nieces, and friends proud of your attainment over the past 12 years you have spent reaching this goal. This diploma will serve as an invitation to you to proceed striving and reaching for a better and for the good life. Speaking as a member of the Board of Education, we regret the fact that you are a member of the only graduating class in the past nearly 100 years that were denied participating in extracurricular activities. We trust to God that in the fall, these overhead mercury lights will again shine down on this field, that boys and girls will again be running around this beautiful track, that over to the left of me, the baseball diamonds will again be in use, and our gymnasiums again will be used for the purpose that they were built for. We will hope that next spring, coming down Broadway on Memorial Day, our 3 high school marching bands will again be playing. We hope that the many clubs and the many activities in all the schools will again be in session. For 20 years, I was proud to direct the activities on this field. I am confident that the good people of Lorain will see that we once again return. About more that I can say is simply that may God bless you tonight, may God bless you tomorrow and forever. And thank you for listening.
Okay, at this time, I'm asking that the class please prepare to receive your diplomas. Okay, Ann Adams. Jenaya Anderson. Cheryl Argenti. Jeannie Atkinson. Renee Baca. Catherine Bartek. Stephanie Baumert. Erica Blackman. Heather Bobrowski. Tamika Bonilla. Deborah Boone. Michelle Bazocki. Brandon Brestovansky. Lena Brinson. Julie Brown. Kimberly Brown. Patricia Bjormelis. Robin Burnett. Holly Burtz. Ann Busher. Jennifer Camp. Nishima Capers. Lisa Carter. Monique Carter. Lisa Catanzarit. Lisa Sianowski. Sanji Colbert. Stephanie Coffer. Christine Cole. Maria Cuevas. Jody Davis. Betsy DeJesus Bazer. Beth Principe. Lisa Dukar. Michelle Dukar. Marianne Evans. Dawn Ferguson. Adelia Fitzpatrick. Salandra Fleming. Mary Foisey. Mary Garrettson. Angelia Gay. Jennifer Gunther. Teresa Hardnett. Christina Hyman. Jennifer Heitzenreiter. Julie Ombre. Letitia Henderson. Jeannie Herbert. Tammy Hicks. Jenaya Hazel. Christy Honeberger. Rachel Humphrey. Doris Jeans. Angela Jeter. Venetia Jordan. Kimberly Karnick. Susan Keating. Kimberly Kinney. Andrea Costco. Stacy Kreider. Cheryl Kulas. Susan Lee. Yolanda Lee. Krishanda Lewis. Deanna Lewis. Rebecca Liebfried. Nicole Littlejohn. Amy Long. Melissa Lopez. Beth Lucy. Adrian Lucky. Michelle Lugar. Tonika Lumpkin. Yolanda Lusain. Michelle Mihaylo. Stacy Marino. Denise Matus. Rachel McCoy. Nicole Mead. Melissa Mahalik. Michelle Molnar. Katrina Mosley, Leticia Malero, Melissa Munez, Jennifer Music, Holly Narrow, Kit Nee, Jennifer Alexa, Christina Ortiz, Marisol Ortiz, Tanya Parton, Jennifer Partika, Tracy Payton, Teresa Petkovic, April Pollack, Christy Pry, Devonia Rico, Yesenia Rivera, Ann Rosick, Lori Ryan, Sandra Salasevich, Pamela Senner, Shelley Schomer, Nancy Schildwachter, Heather Skinner, Condoleezza Smith, Holly Smith, Katina Smith, Lamisha Spinkston, Tammy Strasser, Marcella Stryker, Jenna Sturgill, Nicole Tarpley, Carmen Toro, Yvette Turner, Beth Urbanik, Dina Verdi, Tawana Walker, Michelle Ward, Christina Wierzinski, Amy West, Lisa Whitaker, Erica Williams, Mallory Wilson, Melanie Wilson, Sheila Wood, Faith Woods, Jennifer Wozelick, Esmeralda Young, Shantobia Young, Karen Zeiss. And that's your ladies. And now, gentlemen, please prepare to receive your diplomas.
Hold on, Dave. The old grain there don't move as good as it used to. You got my paper clip there? Give me my paper over there. No, the flip. And put it in my pocket. Then I won't lose it.
You don't want
forget it.
I understand.
You ready?
Anthony, Alicia. Lawrence Atkinson. Andre Ballard. Christopher Battistelli. Jamie Bachelia. Larry Boatwright. Aaron Bonzer. Robert Bray. Christopher Burrich. Ryan Burnsworth. Scott Castile. Russell Cataldo. Bruce Chrisman. Kenneth Savinsky. Carl Collins. Marcus Cross. Jason Cumberledge. Terry Davidson. Manuel DeJesus. Robert Donahue. Christopher Dahl. Gregory Edwards. Joseph Filak. David Freeman. Mark Freeman. Edward Garza. Gary Garza. Jonathan Genzen. Brian Glick. Daniel Gonzalez. Anthony Gregg. Willis Hamilton. Victor Hare. Michael Harper. John Hazlett. Brian Hilton. Andrew Jackson. Idris Jackson. Todd Jacobs, Zachary James, Michael Jasinski, Patrick Jones, Thurman Kell, Eric Koski, Richard Kowalski, Thomas Kramer, Kenneth Lilly, Quan Yu Lu, Aaron Lopez, Ryan Lopez, Oswaldo Lopez, Tito Marrero, Vance McCall, Matthew McDermott, Jamie Melendez, Brent Mental, Mark Meshke, Anthony Mihalik, Jeffrey Mildy, Jose Marino, Demetrius Moreland, Thomas Morrell, Sean Muck, Kevin Nyman, Mike Norris, O'Brien O'Neill, Jerry Oley, Matthew Owen, Kenneth Pager, Michael Parker, Paul Parsons, Kevin Patton, Willie Pettyjohn, Matthew Pisker, William Plomeritis, Michael Pugh, Carl Raponi, George Riggins, George Rocha, Gabriel Rodriguez, Alvilio Rosario, Brian Roth, Danny Rutherford, Edgar Sanchez, Manuel Santana, Jason Sass, Randy Seymour, Maceo Shorts, George Simpson, Michael Simpson, Franklin Small, Brian Smith, Jason Smith, Stephen Smith, Christopher Sabatka, Jason Thomas, Lee Thomas, Edward Torres, Marco Torres, Agapito Velez, Tremaine Ward, Jason Washington, John Wierzinski, Todd Worley, Gene Willman, Oliver Winkleman, Simon Worth, Michael Work, David Waskobnik, Eric Zimmerman, Christian Zurinsky, Congratulations, class. Okay, if we can find our hats and find our seats. Okay, I think we pretty much all found our seats. A little windy today. Okay, at this time, I'd like to call upon Reverend James Butler for our benediction.
And now, class of 1991, may the Lord bless you and keep you. May the Lord be kind and gracious to you. May the Lord look upon you and your lives with favor and give you peace. In the name of God Almighty, our Creator, our Redeemer, and our Sustainer. Amen.
commencements, graduation ceremonies from George Daniel Field for Admiral King. Please join us again tomorrow for our last commencement, Lorain High School, 7 o'clock. Thank you. Good night.
This is Lorain City Schools Television, WLCS TV 36.